Test, test, test. Test. Okay. So audio is fine. Hello, hello guys. This is a new format that I want to test, and I thought it would be a nice idea to just code something live. So this is pretty chill stream. I will write code for a strategy. I don't know what strategy it will be yet. Any suggestions coming from the chat are highly appreciated, and I might add it into the program. It should not be too overly complex, because then it will be kind of hard. But yeah, maybe it's a fun little thing to do, and maybe we can find a good strategy. So if you have any suggestions, just post them into the chat. Thanks for being here, guys. Hello to everyone. Good to see you. Hello. So I have my chat, like the chat from the stream, on my phone, so I can read your messages, and then yeah, I don't know, this is like pretty spontaneous. I just thought this could be a cool format, like coding something. I don't know, maybe a cool little program working with some indicators or some like trading stops and stuff. So we have some programming logic where you can maybe pick up one or two things, and yeah, then we can figure something out. So there are the first suggestions. I think HH is higher high and HL is higher low, I assume, and SR is support and resistance, right? I don't know. I don't know all of the like short forms for the directional moves. Yeah, all of the recommended things are pretty subjective, so not easy to code this. I'm trying to code an EA that overlay MA is an RSI window. This would be something that is possible. Like, where are the indicators? RSI, strength index. Then the moving average. I don't know what this, what the benefit of this could be, but I mean, it just shows kind of the average of the RSI, right? Like, how would you trade this? I mean, interesting. I mean, kinda, if the price is going up, the moving average is going up. Wait, am I actually applying this to the RSI now? I think I should, right? Apply to indicator. Now we have it. I don't know. Can you write some more logic, like what this should help us with, like the moving average in the RSI window? It's pretty much just the average of the RSI, of course. Yeah. Break off. mean, we could do the higher high and higher low thing, but I mean, I've shown this already quite often on the channel with some different approaches or ideas. What is NRTR channel breakout? What is NRTR? Never heard of this. Is it an indicator or? Buy the dip strategy. Yeah, I mean, this would work quite well for gold right now, I think, because we do have this very strong long trend in gold, which is actually quite substantial. It would perform very poorly, of course, between 2010 and, yeah, like 2010 to 2020. Almost long after a big back candle. Yeah, just post more suggestions in the chat if you have any. Like, actually, the best thing would be probably to use some indicator and create a strategy based on this, and then add some like TPSL, trade management, etc., etc. This would be the best thing, I guess, that we could do here. What's the Fibonacci channel? Okay, it's not even visible. Weird. Ah, there it is. It's probably based on the daily chart. Ah, okay, we get like some Fibonacci levels here. Is this based on the close price? No, it's not. Open price? No. Profile. Oh, we have this market profile indicator. Maybe this would be cool to base something on this. This looks a little bit like support and resistance stuff. Wait, what's the difference between these two indicators? Okay, this is probably done with objects, right? Arrow, rectangle. Yes. Interesting. The canvas is done. with bitmaps, yes. I mean, we could use the market profile. I don't know if this is interesting. Probably writing a like support and resistance strategy based on the levels of the previous day. I mean, this market profile, I think it's mainly based on like tick price movements at specific price points. Oh, it's always displaying in the current day for the previous day, I think. Don't know. No, wait, it's not. This is coming. Wait, where's the day starting? This is here. Okay. So let me read this suggestion. Trading condition is true when price is above 200 EMA on 15 minutes time frame. Then it goes to 1 minute time frame, uses ADX of level 2, 3. What's level 2, 3? Then overlay Ichimoku. There's so many indicators. I don't know if this makes sense. Oh, NRTR channel is a custom indicator. Okay. Oh, it's this one, NRTR. We do have it here. Oh, this looks fancy. Wait, what does this channel give us? It's like highs and lows at some point. So we probably trade breakouts or something. Actually, I don't know. I kind of like this market profile. Maybe I can send a poll. I don't know how to say poll, probably into the chat, asking for what you want to see. Wait, let me use the computer here, easier. Coding, blah blah blah. Upsala, who's using ad blockers? Okay, so let's do this. Engage with audience. Start a poll. I don't know. I cannot speak English. What strategy should we code? Question mark. Market profile, NRTR channel, or we can also use Timbolt's strategy, and which is coming here. Pentagon is writing, there's a strategy on the NASDAQ 100 that I use that is not that profitable. Okay, why would we code it? It's actually quite flat. It involves the okay, can you try all those ideas very quickly with EASI trader? Auto SR from daily or past XBars on a free version. I never heard of this. Coding and Ichimoku Kumobek. Yeah, let's maybe take one of these and go. So just let me know what you want to see. Oh, it's profitable in 2020 to 2022. Okay. Whoops, what am I doing? Okay, so we will have a look at this. Currently, we are in favor of the market profile one, which is actually, it's probably the one that I think is most interesting, because also we have to work like with the chart objects and stuff. It's kind of cool to see how we can do this. I mean, we would probably have to scan all of the objects and then find like the biggest one, I guess. Yeah, maybe. Okay, so most people want to see the market profile. So I think it's pretty safe to say that we are going for this one. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I wait for more things. Yeah, maybe let's just go for the market profile, right? Oh, Timbold strategy is getting some votes. But I think in the end it will be the poll will be for the market profile. Okay, guys, I think we have a winner. Let's just not overcomplicate this, and let's have a look at this beautiful indicator that we see here. So we can find this indicator in the indicators tab, free indicators, and then market profile. There are two versions, and I will explain you a little bit the differences, what we see here. Like right now, I'm looking at this market profile indicator, so you can see how this indicator works is, I think it takes like, it looks where the price was during the day, where a tick happened, and then this little bar, which is I think a rectangle, is it just becomes wider. So where the widest point is in this image, then there were the most ticks probably. In the object list, we can see that all of these, this is what I explained. These are all rectangles, so objects in the chart. So this is what we will have to read then. And yeah, you can see they are just like violet, yellow, or blue. And yeah, I think if I would go and have a look at more of them, we would find also blue and yellow ones, but most of them are of course violet. I think the bigger the area gets, the more likely it is that we see like blue and yellow stuff. I don't know why I cannot find one, but yeah, we should definitely also find the other colors. Yeah, never mind. Okay, but this is how the indicator works. Then we have a different indicator which shows the same picture, but it's built with like canvas. This is not good for programming, because if we have a look at the object list, we still find objects, but these objects are bitmaps, which means they are like images in the chart and they're not so easy to work with. So for our indicator that we will, or for our expert advisor that we want to code now, we use the regular market profile here. And yeah, that's pretty much what we are going to do. Okay, the different colors are coming from the sessions. Sorry, I was wrong here. It's not coming from like how many ticks there were. It's coming from the session, and yeah, American session is usually the most dominant one. And we have like the opening hours. So I think Asia goes from like 0 to 8 here. Then we have European from 8 to, I don't know, the rest of the day, and American from 14 to wherever. And number of days to display. This is not super important for us. Day number to start calculate. Okay, let's just use the basic indicator and let's start coding the program so we can trade these levels. So we want to go to the MetaQuartz language editor, of course, create a new expert advisor, market profile expert, or just YouTube. And then next and finish, and this is a brand new expert advisor. So what we want to do is, let me get rid of some of these lines because we don't really need them. As I said, we need to find the objects. So this is probably the most important part or the biggest difficulty in this expert advisor. We need to find the objects, or more specific, the objects that have the biggest length pretty much. Because if we have a look, let's have a look at one object again here to see how these objects look like. These are rectangles. So they have like 4 points, lower left, lower right, upper right. And then they have like different parameters here. You can see they have like date, starting date and ending date. And then they have a value here. So yeah, the dates are based on the candles and the values are the price levels. So we can work pretty much, or what we kind of have to figure out is how long these lines are, or these rectangles. So we will be working with the dates mainly. Also, what is also interesting, we can see the names of these rectangles here. They always follow the same logic pretty much. So we do have like the the day here, then the session, and the price. And we kind of have to go through all of the rectangles, I would say, and then find all of the rectangles on one specific day, and then find the longest rectangle on this day. So yeah, that's good. Oh wait, the starting point is always the same. It's always the beginning of the day. So this makes it kind of easy for us. So we need to figure out which of these objects have the starting point at the start of the day. And this can be easily done if we go to a program. And now we start with the actual logic. So in the onTick function, yeah, let's go with the onTick function for now. So we go int I is equal to objects total. And objects total will give us all of the objects in the chart. And then as long as I is greater than 0, we lower I by 1 after each iteration of the loop. So this is basically just to go through all of the objects in this specific chart. So wait, let me check if you can see everything. Maybe I move myself down here so it's better. Okay, so we go through all of the objects. And now to just show you that this indeed works, we can say object name is equal to object get wait, what's the function? Object find? No. Object name. This is it. So we want to get the object name. Chart ID is 0, which is the chart where the expert advisor is currently active. And then the object index is I, because here with this loop, we go through all of the indices of all of the objects in the chart. And then we can, for example, say print object name, or let's do, let's put this into the onInit so we can actually see something, because I'm currently recording this on a weekend. So, oh, wait. Objects total. Oh, here we need one parameter for the chart, which is 0. Okay, so if we compile this, we should now find the program on the left side here in the expert advisors folder. So we go to market profile YouTube, and let me also open the experts journal here. In the expert journal, we can see if I activate this market profile YouTube program and click on OK, you can see this is giving us all of the objects in the chart, which is really a lot. Like we do have, yeah, literally all of the rectangles now and all of the objects essentially in the chart. So this is not really ideal, because we just want to have the objects for the last day, right? I think this makes most sense, or this is how I will set this up now. So what we can do is we can easily check and filter a lot of these objects. So we can say, let's find the starting point of the current day, which we can do. I think the easiest way to do so is using iTime function, and then say for the current symbol, period. Wait, does this work, or should we? Maybe let's use MQL datetime. MQL datetime, and then we store the current time in the structure, and then we override the hour, the minute, and the seconds. And then we say time start day is equal to struct to time. This will transform the datetime structure here to a time. And then we can check if object, oh wait, we should get the object timestamp. Datetime object time 0 is object get integer, and then 0. Now we can use the object name that we have, and we want to use the time modifier is 0 here. And now we can check if object time 0 is greater or equal time start day, then we want to print, otherwise we don't want to process this object. And so let's check this again. So here we have all of the objects of the 6th of June and also the 4th of June, etc., etc. So if I clear this, and if we now run this program, we should not find the 4th of June anymore. Wait, what did I mess up here? This is gonna be a date time. Okay, now we are printing nothing, so I need to check what I messed up here. So let's print the name, the object time. And this is basically how you can easily debug your code. Just add a lot of print statements and you will see what's going on. So now you can see here we do get like the time, all of the times and everything. Oh yeah, and this is the problem because I am currently getting the current day here, which I don't want because I want the last day. So we need to find the last working day pretty much. So what we can do here is time start. We want to find the starting time of the last day. So what we do here is how do we find the last trading day? I mean, we don't want to have like we can kind of check if date time day of week is equal to if it's 0 then we are Sunday, if it's 1 then we are Monday, if it's 2 we are Tuesday, etc, etc. So what we want to figure out is if it's let's go for Monday. If it's Monday, then we want to say this minus period seconds. Then we want to subtract 3 days pretty much. Times 3. Else if daytime day of week is equal to 0 times minus period seconds, period D1 multiplied 2, else if daytime day of week, if we are currently looking at the Saturday, time start minus period seconds, period D1. Then we subtract 1 day. So this should help. So let's time start last day. Last day, let's print this again to see if this works better now. Not really. Time start last day is still not correct, so let's print date time day of week. I think it's 6 instead of 7. Yeah, I messed this up. Saturday is 6. So now now we can see it's getting the 6th of June. So this is working now. So if I add this print statement or move it inside of this if statement here, now it should kinda work and give us only the hello, please. Give us only the objects of yesterday, Friday. And if we go up, we only see objects for the 6th of June, which is pretty much what we want. So I think this is working now. So what we want to do next is we want to actually, like, this is not so much work to do. We just have to figure out which object is the longest object now. So we kinda have to figure out what the second time is for every object. And then we easily get the length. Object time 0. See, if I now print also object time 1, then we see that here we now always get two outputs pretty much. And let me go up. Yeah, you can see the second object time is now different. And sometimes we see it goes until 4 o'clock. 4 a.m. to 3 a.m. So this is kind of solid. So we need to find, actually we just need to find the largest or the highest number for object time 1, right? So this is pretty much what we want to do. So let's say Let's say we want to find like object datetime, highest time or latest time, or yeah, highest time value 0 first, and then let's also say object name highest time object name is nothing. So what we can do here now is we can check, let's get rid of this, we can check if object time 1 is greater than highest time value, and if this is true, then we update highest time value and we update highest time object name, and then after processing everything, then we print most activity was at we also need to need to get the price, right? So let's say, yeah, let's just say object price here for now. Object get double, object highest time object name, object prop price. That's it, was at, and then we print the object price, double to string, object price, digits, for object, and then let's print the object name here, highest object name, like this. Okay, let's hope that this we should only get one print statement here, and we can see most activity was at 3,362.37. so let's check if this could be true. 62 up here, probably. I think it's kind of fine. Yeah, it's kind of fine. So we find the point in the chart where we do have most activity, and if I can I have a look at the name of this object here? Hello, give me the object name. I thought if I hover over this with my mouse, it should give me the name. But yeah, I mean, it should be fine. Like we can see here, we find the point where we see the highest activity level, so to say. And this is pretty much what we can base our trading on now. There's one like problem, because we do have multiple values that go up until the same level. So let's see if we can read more out of the object names, or if we just have to assume that all of these levels have the same significance. So let's see what we got here. This is always, no, I think we cannot really see more information here. We just see the price, but we don't really see if there are like minor differences. So we just have to assume that all of the at the same like chart bar, they have the same significance. So we could either just use 1, which would be the easiest solution because they should be like kind of in the same area anyways, or we add all of them into an array and then use all of them. Maybe let's just use 1 right now. But let me have a look at the chat for a second, because I'm just talking and are there not too many messages? So that's good. Check out here. Oh, there are no messages at all. Okay, great. So let's just go on. So okay, we now found we found a way to find the most activity object. So let's say maybe max activity value kind of it's a better name, I think. Max activity object name. And now max activity object price. So now let's move this to the on init maybe, because we kind of want to do this once, at the beginning of the new day. So what we have to do here is, since we only have to do this once per day, the best way to do this, I think, let's just check if there's a new day. Last day is equal to datetime day of maybe just 0, and then we check if last day holds a different value than datetime day of last week. Then we update last day of week, and then we move all of this into the beautiful if statement body. Okay, now we do this at the beginning of a new day. We find all of these levels. Then also we have to move this out of here so we can use it later on. Also this. Should be, oh, wait, I need to copy this. Copy this, move here. Default value 0, and then we need to reset this max activity max activity object name. Don't really need to reset this, but yeah. Okay, so now every day we should find the value here. Wait, time value. Max activity, oh damn, time. Okay, sorry for the renaming, but I kinda want to make everything logical. Okay. There we go. Okay, so now we found the level where we do have most activity. So now we kind of have to figure out if the price touches this level, and then we need to open positions. This is actually the easier part, because now that we have this level, we can just say when I have the bid price of the chart, symbol info double, symbol bid. This will give us the bid price of the current symbol. Then we check if bid touches the level. So how do we do this? We kinda, maybe we also want to have the last bid. Last bid. So what we want to do is we want to check if bid is now greater than max activity object price. And maybe let's also check if max activity object price greater than 0. Upsala. Oh, we don't really have to do this, but yeah, it's fine. And last bid is smaller than max activity object price, which means that the price was touched from below. And then we kinda can use this as a retracement level. So we want to open sell, and if bid is smaller or equal max activity object price and last bid is greater than max activity object price, then we want to open a buy, right? So to open positions, the easiest way is to use the trade class, So trade.mqh gets included here. So now we can use the ctrade class. Let's just create an object here. Doesn't really matter. And now we can say trade sell one lot. Yeah, let's just go with this and see if it works. One lot. And then also here I want to say max activity object price should be resetted, so we do not open multiple positions on the same day. Okay, so with this simple code, hopefully we should already see positions. Let's go to the strategy tester. If we see, or if we use the market profile YouTube program that I just created in gold, doesn't really matter. Let's test for the current year just to figure out if it works. Visual mode is important. We don't have any inputs, and yeah, basically just let's go. This is just the first test. I do this very early, usually in the development process, to just figure out if it works at all. And this is not working because we do not see the objects in the chart. So we have to call the indicator for this. So what we have to do is we at some point have to activate the indicator. So in the onInit, actually we don't really need the handle. We just need to chart indicator add. We kind of have to add the chart indicator. So let's say handle is equal to wait, we need to use iCustom, I think, iCustom, and then the symbol name is the current chart symbol, period current, I guess. Indicator name, here we need to use the name, which is indicators, free indicators and market profile. So I think it's like free indicators, market profile. I hope this is correct. And then for the parameters, number of days to display. Yeah, let's just go with the default here. So, and then we add this indicator to the chart handle like this. And now we should hopefully see the indicator. Oh, wait, let's use two of these. And start again. And now it should apply or show the indicator in the strategy testing window. There it is. So now we can see that, this is actually slowing down the test a lot, which is super annoying. So oh wait, did I lose the connection? Oh wait, did I lose the connection? Okay, it's connected. Okay, so the main issue that I'm facing right now is that the indicator is slowing down the backtest dramatically, and it's super annoying. Really annoying. So let's say we activate this and then we say indicator. Can we release the indicator and keep the objects? Probably not, right? Trying to find a solution for this issue. No, it's still displaying the indicator on the chart. Why though? It's kind of weird. Anyone knows the solution for this? iCustom. I mean, indicator release. Okay, this kind of explains it. Okay. Problem. Chart indicator add. chart indicator delete. Indicator create. What's indicator create actually? So indicator type. That's not really helping. Problem. Chart indicator. Add handle. Can we chart indicator? Can we delete this? Subwindow short name. What's the short name? Chart indicator get. Oh. Name. String in the name. What if we delete this? Do we speed it up then? Hello? Can I please? Ah, yeah. Nope, not working, still super slow. But I do get the indicator name, right? I mean, I should. Indicator market profile. Oh no, I don't get the name. Why not? Why not? Maybe we just have to deal with a very slow test then. Yeah, never mind. I don't know. It is annoying, but I don't really know a solution. So let's just try it like this. Also, I just realized if we use the 1 minute chart, we should get more accurate. Oh. Where's the indicator? Let's go back to 1 hour. The indicator needs to set a name, then use it. Oh, I can try this. We cannot really hide the indicator or the objects because we need them to figure out where the objects are. So yeah, let's try the short name stuff one more time. Indicators. Do we need to set the name? I thought they have names by default. Chart indicator. Get this with a short name. Let's get all of these names in the name, indicator name, index I, print indicator name. So let's check if we do find any indicators. Wait, what's going on here? Okay. Yeah, 1 minute open, high, low, close will be quicker, but also is very inaccurate if you use like stop losses and stuff. Okay, we do not find any indicators here, so I maybe need to add it to the chart. Also, if we create the handle, it automatically adds it to the chart, I think. Yeah, let's chart indicator add. Adding it to the chart. Still don't find the name. I don't know why this indicator is not shown right now. I think it should be. Yeah, let's use this for a quick test. That's a bit annoying. Let's just see if we can, if we do open a trade, if we hit one of these levels. But yes, it's really like this indicator seems to take a lot of resources, which is quite annoying. Like what I would like to do is just use it or activate it once at the beginning of the day, because we don't really need the current day. Actually, I just realized that maybe we can just change the inputs and don't start at 0, but instead start at 1. And if the indicator is properly coded, then this should speed it up a lot. Let's start at 1. Because then we don't have to, guys, look at this. Okay, this is the best solution for now. Because now we don't update it with every single tick, but instead just, we just get it for the last day always. So let's go. Unfortunately, we don't really find the prices. I don't know why. 7, 8. Most activity was at. I think this is because object list. Let's go check why we don't find the correct levels. Objects total, print object name. Kind of need to print this again. Object time 1, and maybe also that's enough. So I need to figure out why we don't find the most activity for the last day. I mean, now it kinda... Okay, there's a problem. Most activity was at 0. So what's the problem? Okay, looks like these the bars do not always start at midnight. Charts, object list. Parameters, but here it starts at midnight. Okay. The starting date is not midnight, but instead it's 1 a.m. So we cannot really use this logic always. So do we even need the time 0? We can just work with object time 1 always, I guess, because we don't really need the object time 0. Actually, we don't need it at all, I think. Let's try this. And nope, not working. Damn, what's going on? Why though? Object time 1, time start, blah blah blah, object time, object. Maybe this is because of New Year, I don't know. Okay, there's another issue. Current day 7, 6. Time start last day is not always calculated correctly. So let's figure out what the problem is here. 7. Oh, I think time start of this is of the current day. Current day. Time current. Okay, this should hopefully fix it. Okay, I think now we are doing better. We do not open positions though, which we have to look at now. But I think we do get the correct prices now always. Also, maybe we should delete the old objects, because otherwise this gets messy at some point, because we loop through all of the objects always. Maybe we just want to have a look at the last day, right? So let's say, first of all, in the indicator, we can say okay, never mind. 1 day, and then else just delete the object. Okay. Okay, let's check if this works, and then we can have a look at why we do not open positions if we hit the maximum activity level of the previous day. Oh, yeah, they get deleted at some point, so that's fine. Okay, so this kind of works. Let's see what's going on with the position opening here. So if max activity blah 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 is greater than 0, because I reset it here every time, this is not good. So we can either make this static. Yeah, let's make it static, so we don't reset it every time, and then we just reset it here. Let's go again. So now it's still not working. Okay, let's see why not. So we want to be here. Let's just have a look at the 3 prices that are important for opening our positions. Max activity price, compile. Okay, we don't really enter this if statements body, so that's where the problem is probably. Max activity object price greater than 0. I mean, it is updated for sure. So we either, this is static. Do we reset it? No, just on a new day. Last day, day of week, blah blah blah. Weird. Print max. I mean, has to be 0, otherwise we would enter the body of this if statement. But I don't know why. Most activity. Okay, on this day we actually do not really see this. But here we should see the price. Most activity. This makes no sense. Oh, dang. Why is it not giving me a warning for this? Because I declared the same variable 2 times. That's weird. Should have gotten a warning for this. Do I need to enter the property strict now? Usually this was never needed with MQL5. Maybe they changed this. Let me check this. So if I now try to declare the same variable name second time, still no warning. I have no idea what's going on here. That's weird. Super weird. Okay, so now, since we fixed this, now we should finally see some positions here. No, I think it's looking better now. So price level is here. So, okay, there's a position. Nice, very sweet. There's another position. Okay, we start to see positions. Yes, going better. Where's this coming from? This is not correct, is it? It's weird. Okay, let's say we close the positions at the end of the day. Let's maybe not delete the objects so quickly. Smaller than times last day minus period seconds period t1 multiplied with 5. Let's keep the last 5 days. And let's say, like after a specific closing time, we want to close positions. Let's say in the evening. If let's see, trade, position close, position ticket. Oh, has to be unsigned long. Okay, so we close positions at the end of the day, and we keep some more of these levels visible in the chart. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Okay, there's a trade. We hit the level of the last day. We opened a buy trade. And at the end of the day, we should see this closed, is closed. Now why don't we see a sell trade here? Weird. Because this is the maximum level. Oh, damn, the market is closed. So, that's a problem. We see a lot of trades are declined because the market is closed. So we only want to open positions after a specific time, I think. I don't know, maybe like this. This should get rid of the problem. Okay, there's the buy position. Now we should see the sell position on this day. Yes. Let's get rid of some of these print statements because it's kinda annoying. Don't need this. There's the sell at this level, which is quite fine. Am I still using 1 minute OHLC? Yes, I do. It's okay for now. Wait, why was this position not closed? Okay, the trading day ended early. Some of these trades don't make sense at all. Let's go to everything based on real tick. Should be a lot more accurate. Sell position is correct. This is not correct. Where's the sell coming from? Ah, okay. Shit. No, the problem is that these lines here that are automatically painted from the system, they are also objects in the chart. So the program thinks that these objects are also part of the market profile. So we kind of have to make sure that we only take the objects from the actual market profile. So the easiest way to check this is, I mean, we can check if the object is a rectangle, or we can just check if the name contains America, because it's usually the biggest, the most volume giving session. So let's say if string find object name America smaller than 0, then we want to continue, and we do not want to have a look at this object. This should get rid of this problem and just should help us to get closer to what we want to achieve here. So speedy, fast forward. And yeah, now this sell trade, this is actually correct at this level. So let's see. I think the next day caused the problem. Yeah, now we don't see the sell trade, which is fine. Here we see a sell trade, but this one is correct. Then we do see a sell trade up here, which is kind of fine, even though a lot of these histogram bars are at the same level. This would need some fine tuning maybe. Where's this coming from? I don't know. Maybe there was a big move, but this looks a little bit weird to me. This is also not correct here. So there's still something not really working out. Cell number 14, America 2685. I mean, it found the correct level, I think. The trade is just completely wrong. So maybe something's wrong with my condition, especially for sell trades. If bit is greater than this and last bit is smaller than, looks fine to me. This bit is smaller than this. Let's add a print statement here. Print and then let's add max price, let's add the bit and the last bit. This will help us to understand these problems and why some of the trades are open at the wrong level. Let me find one of these. Yeah, there is a wrong trade. This one, I guess. Whoa, okay, there was just a big, massive jump in the ticks. Which, got it. Okay, so yeah, I messed up. Because I said we only do this after 3 AM, but of course we still need to update the last tick, even outside of these hours, because otherwise it will completely mess up. Okay, now this is better. Now we can remove this also. Now we should see the actual correct signals at the correct levels, at the actual like resistance levels, if you want to say so. But yeah, you can see I'm really having a lot of things that I need to check and everything. So this is why system development sometimes is a time-consuming task, especially working with indicators like this that are not super like usual, I would say. But yeah, this looks quite nice. I don't see any wrong trades here so far. This sell trade is also fine. This there we hold 2 trades over the night, but I think this is because the day closed early. Yes, we would have to handle this separately. Oh yeah, so far the signals are quite fine. We take trades at the major support and resistance levels of the last day. And we also need to make sure that because otherwise we do not delete the old objects of the Europe and Asia session. But yeah, this is working quite fine. I mean, this is just basically like random result right now, kinda. But this is the basic logic. And from this point on, we can now add TP, SL, stuff like that, and more actual logic, like filtering the trend direction, for example, which I assume could make a lot of sense. Like, for example, say, let's only trade with the moving average as a trend filter. But let me drink something and let me have a look at the chat for a second. Oh, there are no more messages. The voice is low. Can I increase the volume level? Hello. Is it better now? Is this a POC strategy? Well, I have no idea what POC is, but I don't think the market profile volume is accurate for CFD traders. Yeah, it's not accurate, but I think it's based on like ticks, how many ticks are at a specific price. I assume that's the logic for this indicator, because we don't really have like actual market volume when trading CFD and Forex, so yeah. So what do we add here now? We can add more stuff like TP, SL, stuff like that. But maybe I think the most important thing probably would be to filter out like trend direction and then use this market volume thing more as a way to find a good entry point. I don't know. Or I don't know what the best logic here is. I mean, sorry. Sometimes like this entry, sometimes entries are good. Maybe let's do the moving average filter thing. Let's get a handle MA. Moving average, symbol, period current, or do we need inputs for this? Maybe yes. MA periods. Yeah, let's just use the like a standard moving average mode SMA. Wait, price close. this is our moving average now. We can also say like period should be period H1 or something. Time frame. Period H1. Okay, so now before we open positions here, we want to check the trend direction. So double MA, let's get the MA price using copy buffer. Main line, because we only have one line. Starting position 0 or 1, I don't know. And we store everything in this MA array. So now before we open buy positions, we want to make sure that we are looking in a at a buy trend. So, oh wait, this is actually for buy. Or should we just check if we hit the level in general? Maybe that's the best logic. So let's check first of all if we are currently above the MA. So just say bid is greater than the MA, or else if bid is smaller than this MA, and then we check if we hit this price level from above or below. So like this, check, check, bid max activity object price and cursor max activity price 1, 2 and out. And oh wait, then we can also do it like this. Move this inside here, a little bit to the right, and then you need the C trade. Oh wait, actually here, and then here we say trade buy, trade sell, and then we say max activity price 0. Okay, now we should always enter a trade if we hit the maximum resistance level of the previous day, and we always enter into the direction of the moving average. So let's see how this looks like. I mean, it should be good in like strong trends, and maybe the resistance levels can help to find a good entry point for trades. There's a buy trade. Another buy trade because we are above the moving average, another buy trade. So yeah, there was a loss, another buy trade, another loss. I mean, in general, the trades follow the trend direction now, so we make sure that we do not trade like against the moving average. This can still lead to losses, obviously, but maybe like on average, at least in the few days that I tested here, this is better now than the test before. But also, of course, this is because we are in a very strong buy trend. So literally with any buy or trend following strategy, you would make money in such a market. Now we are below the moving average and we see sell trades. Interesting. Actually a win, by the way. And yeah, so far I don't know if the results are still kind of random, or if this was a good filter mechanism for the trades. I mean, I'm pretty sure it is a good filter for like clear trends like we see here. Also in this year, the gold price only went up. We should check for previous years, and then we will see, of course, it's not always winning. Oh, and here is also not always winning. Now we go down. Why is the test so slow now? Yeah, we can see maybe the moving average was not the best addition here. Or maybe the system in general is just a bad idea. But yeah, that's how it usually goes if you try to find a new strategy. Most of the time it's of course not working. That's why it's not as simple as we often want to believe. But yeah, this is definitely not working. Even though the strategy concept, like the technical execution, is kind of correct. Like we do execute trades at the support and resistance levels of the last days. Oh shit. Oh, maybe loading 1000 days was a little bit too much. Damn. I want to have a look at the like history and see if I can maybe figure out some logic that makes this better. That was a little bit too much work, I think. Wait, are we live for 2 hours already? No way. No, 1.5 hours. Okay. Also, I'm not really sure if this is even a good format, like live coding, because I just realized it kinda is a lot of jumping around in the code, and it's probably very hard to follow. So maybe not the best format for a live session. I think it's a lot better to just record programming tutorials and then have an actual good logic, so you can watch it in your own speed and yeah, jump around in the video and stuff. Yeah, I think loading 1000 trades was stupid. I don't know if I should wait. Actually, these are not so many lines of code. But yeah, I think I can, like, if the stream will be uploaded to YouTube as a recording, then I can post the code in the comments below the video. So if you want to play around with this, you can just play around with it and modify it and make it your own. I don't know if I want to add more logic to this. I don't know if it's even a logical approach to have a look at like this tick volume in the MetaTrader 5 charts, because yeah, I don't know, maybe we would have to look at or combine multiple days and see if on multiple days the most ticks were at the same level. This would be more would probably be better. But yeah, I think I don't do it in this live stream. How late am I? You're very late. I think I will end the stream soon. And let me close this MetaTrader. This is not really recovering here. I hope I can restart the program normally. Shit. MT5 is dying. Yeah, maybe not the, like, I think live coding is probably not a smart idea. Yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe I should stick to like live commentaries for trading sessions. This is usually a lot of fun. Then I can interact with like you guys, but like this live coding session is a little bit weird because I kind of have to focus on coding, and then I cannot really read the comments. So I don't know if it makes a lot of sense. But yeah, let's if you want, you can ask me some questions in the chat about anything, and I will try to answer them while my PC tries to